Alright, this is ZRPG Revamped. We're getting down to the wire with the Wii top 10, my top 10 favorite Wii games. Not the best, but my favorite. These are actually, also, many of these are considered some of the best as well. So, let's take a look. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The red case is really cool to me, even though it sticks out like a something that sticks out. That's what it sticks out like. This is a very small detail I'm just mentioning, but I really love how this case is beautiful looking, and then these things are completely unique to it and beautiful as well. It's really cool. Very cool looking manual and disc. But that's besides the point of the game. The game is great for classic Mario fans, can really get into this generation. You can't complain about Mario games this generation if you're like a solely 2D Mario guy. There's plenty to offer with New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and then on the DS as well. And now the new one's coming out, so you can't complain. They're great power-ups, and it's absolutely hectic and insane in multiplayer. If you get someone to play this with, I even get my mom to play this sometimes because she loves Super Mario Bros. The original. It's a lot of fun. I'd say I'm pretty good at the game. I'm not as good with co-op because I like to joke around and mess around then. And it's always more difficult with co-op most of the time. But it's very cool. It's a very cool multiplayer game. If you get, I've never been able to get. Actually, I might have been able to get 4 players at one point. But if you can get that, or even just 2, it's a lot of fun. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is the epitome of platforming this generation, I'd say. Perfect platforming, almost. Perfect 3D platforming, at least. I really can't say enough about this game. It's fantastic in every way. There's great power-ups, and I think it's leaps and bounds better than the first one. And I highly recommend it over it. I didn't like the whole idea of just making a second Mario Galaxy. I wanted a whole new universe, but it worked out really well. It proved to be one of my favorite games of all time. You'll see this in my top 10s all over the place. It's really perfect platforming. It's beautiful. The water effects are great. The levels are so diverse. There's so many different levels. And I actually 100%ed this. The Grandmaster Galaxy is fantastic. It's a fantastic challenge too that really kept me going. And I'm usually one to just stop after things, but this, it wasn't frustrating. It was always your fault. It wasn't the game's fault. So you could always learn from your mistakes and become better and better. It was really good. So much replay value in this. I love it. If you own a Wii and don't own at least these top 5, but you should own the top 10, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Animal Crossing City Folk. I'm still debating whether this should be swapped with Super Mario Galaxy 2 or not. It's very possible that they would be switched in my placement, but regardless, I love Animal Crossing. You know this from my GameCube collection as well as I mentioned in my DS collection. So, and anyone who knows me knows that's one of my favorite series, if not my favorite series. I love simulation games, you know that as well. It really didn't make too much changes. It made a bunch of changes from the GameCube to Wii, but not from the DS to Wii. But as you know, I didn't like the DS one very much. I wasn't that big a fan of it, even though most people loved it, which is why they were disappointed with this, because it didn't make many changes from that. But since I didn't spend too much time with the DS one, this was like a whole new experience to me. It was such a magical time when I got this because I highly anticipated it. It was definitely my most anticipated game. And it was just like amazing seeing that cover art when I first got it. It's like, wow, it's so much bigger and better. Look at all these villagers. Wow, look at that. It's a really cool cover. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's all happy and cheerful. You need games like this so you can just have fun and not worry about killing things. Even though killing things can be fun too, don't worry. I've got your backs, murderers. but it's fantastic. And it's really cool, the Wi-Fi. If you have someone, even though I didn't have many, there was also an Animal Crossing community I was a part of that's online where you could make like Wi-Fi meetups and you could like buy items and they'd come deliver them to you. It was a really cool community. I'm not really into it very much anymore. I wasn't into it that much before, but I made a few friends out of it. It was really cool. I always love the customization features in this and everything. Animal Crossing games are always magical parts of my life. It's a game that'll kind of bring you back day in and day out. But I didn't like the exclusion of the fact that you could ask for things to do and errands to do for the villagers. You can't ask for that anymore. It's kind of random. While it's more realistic that way, sometimes realistic isn't always better. I always liked just asking errands to do. That was a really fun part and a cool way to collect items and things too, though. Number 2 is Donkey Kong Country Returns. I love this in every way. I said Super Mario Galaxy 2 was the epitome of 3D platforming this generation. I mean, this is the epitome of 2D platforming this generation. It's fantastic. If you aren't into 2D platforming, give this one a try to get yourself into it, please. I love this game. This is one of the few games, along with Mario Galaxy 2, that wasn't as challenging as Mario Galaxy 2, which is interesting. This is actually a very challenging game to get 100% on, but I think I'm at like 104%, because it's technically not 100%, but it's what the game considers to be 100%, which I think is still a pretty good accomplishment, especially for myself. It doesn't complete that many games that much. Like I got all the Kongs and I beat every level and did the bonus level and everything. I just didn't get all the puzzle pieces and all the time trials and things, but I always have an urge to go back to play them. That's the thing. It's got major replay value. I want to just slowly make progress on that as well. I don't think I'll ever make like 200% or whatever it is for total 100% on this game. But it's really a lot of fun. Co-op can be fun too, but you can't really do as much as you want to do, and it's kind of hard because you have to wait up with your friend or family member too. But it can be fun, and it's a lot harder that way too. But I've heard so many people say that this game is so difficult and challenging that it makes me happy that I was able to 100% it, so it makes me feel better about myself there. So there you go. The number 1 game, if you heard the Users Podcast episode 3, you know what this is. If you know me personally, you probably know what it is. But it's Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I love the Smash Bros. Series. Maybe not as much as the series of Mario or series of Animal Crossing, but this game I've clocked in probably over 400 hours, I'm guessing, because I know there's at least 350 hours, but by now it's probably over 400 hours of both these single player modes but mostly the multiplayer with my brother. The multiplayer is such a great thing in this game. If you get anyone together, you can enjoy this game with them. It's a great like party game. And it's always the default game. Me and my brother are always like, what multiplayer game are we gonna play? We're like, there's new Super Mario Bros. Wii. We could play some Black Ops, or no, let's play some Brawl. Yeah, that's always our default game to fall back on. And it's a great one to fall back on because it's one of the few games I'm very good at, that I call myself very good at. Obviously I haven't faced any like the technical pros out there who know all the tier rankings and all the intricacies of the universe. Though I think I know myself fairly around it. I use dodging pretty well and things like that. And the roster is just so good. That's why it's my favorite Smash Bros. Game. It's got such a huge replay value and so much content in it. So many great characters as well. the new arrivals. At first it felt very slow the first time I played this game, but now it feels perfectly normal. It's weird how the transition was so seamless. Me and my brother got this at the midnight launch when it came out. I believe this was 2008, yes. 2008 it came out. At the midnight launch we were there, and we beat Subspace Emissary together and unlocked every character aside from Toon Link and Wolf, I think. It was those two. Toon Link and Wolf. And then later, the following day was the, we unlocked those, and we had pretty much everything unlocked. We beat all the little, I forget what they're called, the events, yeah, that's what they were. And then there were achievements. We got pretty much every achievement aside from like boss battles on intense, those really hard ones. And then we had Hammer saved, hoping that we would be able to finish them off and just have everything completed. But it doesn't let us do it on boss battles on intense and other specific ones. I actually looked it up and it wasn't a glitch or anything, so. You know I love this game, just like I keep rambling on about it. It's really a fantastic fighting game. There's nothing like it except for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is pretty much a complete copy. I understand that people are excited for that game, but honestly I don't think it's very fair just to mooch off of the series and its popularity. This pretty much is a formula that's been perfected by Nintendo. I'm hoping people aren't like supporting it, don't support that clone entirely and be like, oh, it's way better than Smash Bros. I'm going to be sticking with this from now on. I hope they stick true and know who the experts are here and stick with the Smash Bros. Series, please. Please. This is such a brilliant idea by Sakurai. Crossing over all the Nintendo franchises that we love is the ultimate way to get the fan base of Mario, which is humongous. Let's take the fan base of Pokemon, which is humongous. The fan base of The Legend of Zelda, which is humongous. The fan base of Metroid, which is not as humongous, but it's still pretty big. The fan base of Fox, pretty big. Fan base of Kirby, pretty big. And let's put them all together. We've got so many fan bases colliding. Sales go up. Brilliant idea. Fans are ecstatic seeing all these characters fighting in one universe, and we're all well and good. We got ourselves a good series. Good job. So there you go. You guys tell me in the comments what your top 10 favorite Wii games are, your top 5, whatever. Any games you think is missing from this list? Because I'm sure people aren't going to be happy with the whole list. I'm sure of that. I know Skyward Sword, Sonic Colors had the potential to be on here, but just tell me what you think. And I hope you enjoy this video. As always, keep suggesting top 10s, top anythings, any unique videos you want to see. If you want to hear me talk about, if you want me to pick up a blank disc and stare at it and talk about what I think of the disc, review the disc itself, not anything that's actually read in the DVD player, just the discs, and I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll give it a shot, because I guess that could be a quick thing to do. If you want to see me look at a picture or punch a cow in the face, the cow one probably won't happen unless I get a stuffed animal. But you know, anything's possible. Just leave a comment below. Leave some support, suggestions, requests, recommendations, comments, conversations, everything. Why do I keep talking? I usually end it more abruptly than this. See you guys next time. I've got more on the way. Way more on the way. Way more. Let's find this record button.